All right, AFC Championship game. NFC Championship game. It is championship weekend. We got in the NFC, we got Eagles 49ers. AFC, we got Bengals. And
Chiefs.
Who's the other team? Chiefs.
Jesus.
All right, Chiefs. All right, so you know what? Who wants to start us off with our predictions? Let's start, Tyler. You start in AFC, NFC. Let's get it kicked off.
Right now, Joe Burrow and the Bengals at this point with a Mahomes who's not going to be healthy, maybe 50s, maybe 75% with a high sprained ankle. I've played many sports with very badly sprained ankles. It's very hard to move. It's very painful.
Did you just
I think the Bengals roster. The Bengals roster. What?
You know what? The audacity on this guy.
Patrick
Mahomes' injuries are nothing like yours.
Let me talk, bitch. The Bengals are a more talented team at this point. Their offense looks incredible. Their defense has been stout. I trust Joe Burrow. He's been incredible. I mean, Jamar Chase, Mixon's been really good. Their offensive line. I got Bengals taking it pretty handedly in that game.
All right, Andy?
So I think this is actually going to be a very close matchup. Even though Mahomes, even if he plays at 75%, I'd still take that almost any day of the week. Mahomes is still Mahomes. But the Bengals have shown to be their kryptonite. And Joe Burrow has been playing amazing, even though he struggled a little bit against the Ravens defense. But Chiefs don't have anywhere near the Ravens defense. The Chiefs defense is not that good, in all honesty. I think they're about average, maybe below average. So I think the Bengals will tear up this defense. And again, it depends on Mahomes' health, but I still think they'll keep it close. I'm going to go 27-24 Bengals.
Oh, I got to get my prediction. I'm going to go 35-21 Bengals.
That's a blowout. Wow.
So here's the thing for me, right? It's one of those games where everybody thinks the Bengals are going to pull this game out because they've been hot and all that stuff. And it's like I'm hearing a lot of like, oh, the Bengals got this. The Bengals are rolling. Like everybody's all up on Joe Burrow and the Bengals offense, yada, yada. And the Bengals deserve it. I mean, they've been playing really, really good football. But I can't tell if it's one of those games where everybody's saying the Bengals are going to win and the Bengals go in there and just beat the shit out of Kansas City and win. And everybody was like, I told you so. Or if it's going to be one of those games where everybody's like Bengals, 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 and then Patrick Mahomes does Patrick Mahomes and then just lights up the Bengals. And next thing you know, the Chiefs are at home winning 35-20. So I really don't know. It's kind of a coin flip. I said at the beginning of the year, Chiefs were going to win it all. So I'm going to stick with the Chiefs. I'm going Chiefs at home. I'm going final score. I'm going 38-35 Kansas City.
Wow.
High scoring. Throw by Joe Burrow and Patrick Mahomes. So let's move it over to Eagles. The NFC 49ers. Eagles. Niners. Andy, how about you kick us off?
Well, as a Cowboy fan, I just experienced the 49ers. Sad that the Cowboys are not there, but Eagles, 49ers. I think the Niners are honestly the most talented team in the NFL right now from top to bottom. The only thing they're really lacking is their quarterback. And Eagles, aside from the Giants game, they did play very well in the Giants game, and it's good to play hot in the playoffs. They've been kind of struggling the last few weeks, and they have some injuries on their defense. I don't think the Eagles' defense is as strong as the Cowboys' defense, or their coordinator is as good as Dan Quinn. I think the Niners are going to be able to move the ball around, and they're going to run all over the Eagles' defense because their rush defense is actually their weakest part of their defense. I'm going to say Niners win. I'm going to go 30-24 Niners.
All right. I'm going to take it. I'm going to go second here. I got 40. I also I got 49ers beating the Eagles handily. I think the Eagles are a good team. Tyler is so horny for the Eagles. And I know he's going to pick them to win by 3 touchdowns. But 49ers, I agree with everything that you said, Andy. They are the best team in football. They have the best defense that I have ever seen. I think that I truthfully have ever seen. I mean, Brock Purdy's playing unbelievable. They've won, 9 straight games? I mean, the 49ers are an absolute force to be reckoned with Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, and George Kittle. You know, that's and then
their offensive line, everything is just phenomenal.
They have so many threats, and their defense is unbelievable. Kyle Shanahan, I like the Eagles. I like the 49ers. And again, it's one of those games too where I think everybody thinks that the Eagles are going to take care of business at home. And I just think the 49ers are going to go in there and stick it right to them. I got 49ers. I like 49ers 31-17.
All right. And we'll move on to the Flying Eagles. The Eagles will fly and they will prevail. Jalen Hurts, he is the man. I love Jalen Hurts. I think this is his year. I think the Eagles offense is an absolute juggernaut to be messed with. You have 2 wide receiver ones on that team. The running game has been unstoppable, with the trio or the duo of, Scott, Gainwell, Sanders, and obviously Jalen Hurts' rushing ability. And a lot of people don't talk about this enough, but the Eagles secondary is, you could argue, is the best in the league. Darius Slayback.
Their secondary is amazing.
Their secondary is amazing. Yes, their D-line is a little banged up, but it's still an incredible defensive line. I think their offense is going to be too much for the 49ers to come back with. They're going to bring a lot of pressure on Brock Purdy, and I just think Brock Purdy's going to crumble under the pressure. This is how far he's going to make it. He has hit his plateau in terms of where he can go. I think Eagles take this one 28-17.
I don't think I appreciate your Brock Purdy slander.
I think Purdy's going to be actually pretty comfortable, I feel like. Then
I don't know.
The Eagles do not have –
he's going to be going to a hostile fan base in Philadelphia.
I think the Cowboys pass
rattled.
rush was the best that they could do on him. The Cowboys have the number 1 pass rush. I don't think the Eagles will be able to do that or maybe number 2 to the Niners, but I don't think the Eagles will be able to rattle him.
Man's not going to be able to hear anything in that stadium.
I don't think they'll be able to rattle him. And
well,
also, I
let's
think
see what happens.
Also, real quick, because I don't know if I'll be back, I'm going to say also, so for my Super Bowl prediction, Niners over Bengals as well. I think Niners are going to win.
All right.
And create a QB controversy this season.
Yeah, we'd love to see that.
There we go. All right, good stuff, Andy. Thank you for coming on again. We really do appreciate you. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like.
Follow if you want
on the rocket ship.
Sports content. We're a great sports show.
All right, Intellectual Idiots out.